Gentlemen, it's your boy, A Real Bear, back at you with another episode. In the last one, we were able to complete the Knight's Sword, the Romeo and Juliet quest, and Prying Times. Not one, not two, but 3 quests. The only thing we really have left between us and snapping on sailing is the Catherby Charting Sea Currents quest. Now, that sounded like we're going to need a crewmate for that, but we got access to it at like level 17 or something, or 19, so we don't get access to crewmates until level 40, so surely we don't need to have a crewmate on board to do that. I'm interested in checking that out, but first and foremost on my list is pumping up our sailing. Going to do some charting, going to do some deliveries, try to get some money, and try to get our skiff. That's my big goal with this episode, is trying to get that skiff unlocked. We need 15,000 coins to do it, but for a baller adventurer like us, that's nothing. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to run over to Port Sarim, get on our boat, and we'll see if we can't check out this Catherby quest. Oh, here's a sealed crate over here we can grab really quick. Nice. Hopefully I don't get stuck here again. Let's see. A bottle of almost smuggled rum. They were trying to pull out a port and missed it. Because I was this guy, dude. When I was doing my Pirates quest, I just went back to Port Sarim and they confiscated it. So this very well could be mine. Nice. Level 25 sailing. Okay, we pry open the crate and take a bottle of Potterington's Marrow wine. Ugh. The wine makes your head spin with thoughts of fields full of giant crops. It's like magic wine, dude. You should not have any of that, Selena. Trust me. Sail away. Let's see if we can't find this charting quest here. Let's see. Current affairs. This is it right here. Hello there. What's with the duck? Well, it's part of a little test I'd like to do. A traveling salesman stopped off here a while ago and claimed you can use a duck to accurately track currents in the sea. My plan is to track the currents around Catherby to see if I can speed up the docking process, but there's a bit of a snag. The local council have a bylaw forbidding non-human workers from doing business in Catherby. I'd hope the local councilor wouldn't notice, but the second the duck arrived, she came along making threats of a fine. Start the current affairs quest, let's go! Is there anything I can do to help? Well, you're welcome to try talking to Councilor Catherine yourself. You'll find her in the council office northeast of here. I'll warn you though, it'll probably be an uphill struggle. Thanks for the warning. I'll head over and see what I can do. Alright guys, let's go. This is a novice quest, so it should be pretty quick. Hello, Catherine. I was hoping you could help me with something.
Thank you for inquiring at the Catherby Council office. Your views are important to us. What is it I can do for you today?
Well, I had a question about one of the local bylaws. Apparently non-human workers aren't allowed to do business in Catherby?
That is correct.
Doesn't that strike you as a bit, well, wrong?
If you are referring to the rumors of humans against monsters sympathies within the Catherby Council, then I can assure you that a full, impartial investigation found those rumors to be totally false.
Impartial?
Completely.
I see. So you wouldn't even be willing to let Arhine's duck track a few currents? The results would be very useful, not just to Arhine. I imagine any sailor docking here would find them helpful.
Are you a sailor yourself?
Well, yes, I suppose you could say that.
All sailors doing business in Catherby must first be registered with the Catherby Council. Doing so requires completion of the appropriate form, which is the 4th in the port series of the Catherby Registry Form Group.
Yeah, what the hell are you on about? She hands you a form.
Please ensure when filling in the form that all answers are clearly legible. Failure to do so may result in unnecessary processing delays.
But why do I need to?
Thanks to recent budget changes, I'm pleased to confirm that the Catherby Council are now able to provide charcoal free of charge. If required, you can find some in the cabinet to my left. Upon completion, please return the form to the Catherby Council office at your earliest convenience.
This is ridiculous! I've been sailing for how many levels? I've been sailing for 25 levels, and I need to fill out a damn form. Let's get some charcoal. Use charcoal on the forms. Start looking through the questions. What is your main reason for making port at Catherby? Piracy. How many hulls does your ship have? 1. Is your ship insured against cargo spillage and theft? Let's go ahead and say both. Does your first mate have first aid training? I don't have a first mate. Does your second mate? No. Have you experienced symptoms of plague? No. How much experience do you have sailing? Less than a month. Where would you say your home port is? Probably Falador? Mercifully, it looks like the form is finished.
Have you fully filled in that form?
Yes, I have it here. Councilor Catherine takes the completed form.
Thank you very much. However, I must inform you that the Catherby Council is currently experiencing higher than usual volumes of inquiries, so there may be some delays in the processing of your form.
Okay, I don't actually really care about the form, though.
Then what is it I can help you with?
That bylaw about non-humans. I want to get it changed.
Any change to the bylaws can only occur with approval from the mayor of Catherby.
Right, we're getting somewhere. Where can I find the mayor? I'm afraid that due to Catherby data protection regulation, I am not at liberty to give out personal information on the mayor. Dude, are you serious? Very serious. Now, if that's all, thank you for visiting the Catherby Council office today. We hope your experience was a positive one. But if you do have any feedback, I'd be more than happy to provide you with the relevant form. Yeah, I think I'll pass on that. Then I wish you a very good day. Yeah, how about instead of a form, I just sock you right in the mouth? Unbelievable. Making me do all this freaking guesswork, fill out a form. I bet the form collection bin is the trash can, huh? Jeez Louise. Alright, we need to find out who the mayor is. Let's go talk to Arhine, because he's probably already talked to some people. He might have some information. Hello again. I need to find the mayor of Catherby. The mayor? Oh no. I'm afraid to say that the mayor died a few days ago. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Don't worry, it happens all the time. It does? That feels like the kind of thing I should be worried about. Why do you need the mayor anyway? Well, apparently only the mayor can approve a change to the bylaws. Really? I don't recall that ever stopping Catherine before, but if she insists, I guess we can do this song and dance once more. We're going to need another mayor, but we need to make sure Catherine doesn't notice. Where on Gielinor will we get another mayor? And how in the name of Guthix's trousers will Catherine not notice? Well, the mayor of Catherby has been, for a long time now, a fish. A fish? Actually, to be precise, it has been 26 different fish, 25 of which were doing a fantastic job of pretending to be the first. I'm not sure this democracy thing is going to catch on if it keeps being implemented this badly. Yeah, it seems a little fishy, guys. Well, unfortunately, no one in Catherby really wanted the job. In fact, there was only one candidate, and it was the one person we all definitely didn't want to be the mayor. Catherine? Yep, Catherine. So the answer was a fish? Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Problem is, Catherine responded by introducing that bylaw, preventing non-humans from working here. We were lucky that a different bylaw she'd already introduced clearly stated that the mayor serves until death. Of course, and as a result, you now need to make sure she doesn't know the mayor died. Exactly. Okay, I'm following. I'll help you replace the fish. A wise choice. Go and see Harry at the fishing shop. He should be able to help. This is like that one city that had a dog for a mayor for like 10 years, but to give him credit, he was awesome. So he's a very good boy. Let's check out the fishing shop and see if we can just buy another fish. I'm here about the mayor. What about the mayor? Arhine said you could help me get a replacement. Oh, we've lost another one, have we? Afraid so. Well, it's easy to fix. You just need the special mayoral fish bowl and a tiny net. Once you have them, grab a fish from one of the aquariums with the net, and that is our new mayor. Where can I get the fish bowl and net? I could sell you the whole kit for 50 coins. You buy a mayoral election kit from Harry for 50 coins. Dude, that's so funny. There you go. Once you've caught the mayor, be sure to take him to Arhine and make sure he's happy. This don't take too long. They don't seem to have a long lifespan. Okay, here we go. Fish in aquarium. Use tiny net on aquarium. You wave the net around and catch a tiny mayor fish. Wow, it's actually called a mayor fish, dude. Look at this. Consult the mayor of Catherby. Do you have any thoughts on this matter? You're not totally sure, but the fish seems to be indicating that it disagrees. That's funny, man. All right, Arhine, I've got the new mayor. You show Arhine the mayor. He has returned. Long live the mayor. Well, what now? Well, I think I'll start keeping a stock of mayors on standby from now on. That seems like a good idea, but I meant about the bylaw. Oh, of course. Let me just give him his mayoral chain. Arhine places a small chain in the bowl. There. Catherine shouldn't be able to stop us getting the bylaw changed now. You should go and speak with her. I'll head over there right away. Yeah, what's she going to say when we stroll up with a goldfish with a chain on, dude? He's going to be looking tough as hell. One blub blub and it's over. Don't even make him glub glub. Welcome to the Catherby Council office. Your views are important to us. How can I help you today? I have the mayor. You show Councilor Catherine the mayor. Oh, how wonderful. So shall we get to work on getting that bylaw changed? Well, I'm afraid a recent audit has exposed irregularities in key paperwork filed with the Catherby Council office. These irregularities must be addressed prior to any updates to the bylaws. Here we go. Unfortunately, as you yourself have recently filed a form with the Catherby Council office, I must now ask you to join me in reviewing that form to ensure everything is correct. What if I've forgotten what I put down? Well, that seems unlikely. After all, you gave accurate information, did you not? Oh shit. I'm shocked that you would suggest otherwise. Can we finally get on with this bylaw change now? Yes, I suppose everything is in order. I just need this form signing by the mayor. Councilor Catherine hands you a form. Right. How does the mayor sign forms usually, given that he doesn't have hands?
Simply dip the form into his bowl and he will give it a nibble. We consider that to be his signature. Alright, fair enough. Use the form on the mayor. The mayor eagerly signs the form for you. You should return it to Counselor. Okay. I have that signed form. Counselor Catherine takes the completed form and stamps it. The bylaw has now been amended. Good day. Holy shit, that was the most obnoxious. She should be fired immediately. I moved to California a while ago and had to go to the DMV, and it literally took me like a week because it was all that. You'd go in and have no idea what is going on and just hope to God that you could get the right form and you came with the right stuff. Because it was like every time I would get to the point where I'm ready to get my license shifted over, they would be like, oh, well, actually you have to go to this thing, and you have to go to this thing and then come back. Oh, go do this and then come back. Oh my God, it was horrible. And it was so busy. You'd have to wait for like 2 hours before you could talk to them again, if not more. All right, let's talk to Arhine. Hello again. The bylaw has been changed. Excellent. Thank you for sorting that out for me. However, I do have one more thing I'd appreciate some help with. Well, what is it? I have some repairs I need to do on my ship. Would you mind taking the duck out to test the currents yourself? Of course. How do I do it? From what I've been told, you just need to release the duck, follow him while he tracks the currents, and then pick him up once he's done. All right, that sounds good. Where should I release him? I saw a good spot next to the island east of the docks. That one with the obelisk on it? All right, I'll sail over there right away. Arhine hands you the duck. Have fun. All right, well, we still have the mayor of Catherby, so I don't know what we're going to do with that. He's coming with us, guys. The mayor's big day out. Okay, here we are. Let's track the current. You don't spot any currents to track. Oh, is it this? Hang on. Okay, we're basically right on top of this. Okay, I set the duck out. There he goes. Okay, let's follow him. Look at him go! He's speeding. Oh, my sail finally loaded in. That was really strange. Quack, quack, quack. Is he done? The duck recognizes your boat and climbs aboard. Look at this. Charting completed. Test the currents southwest of the obelisk of water. That was pretty fun, man. Chasing that duck around. I like that. Let's go talk to Arhine and give him his duck back. Or maybe he'll lend us the duck permanently. Hello again. I've charted the currents. You share the details on the currents around Catherby with Arhine. Thank you so much, friend. I'm sorry for all the nonsense you had to deal with. Please, keep the duck as thanks. I have no more need of him, and he seems to really like you. In fact, keep the mayor as well. It's not like I don't have plenty of spares. Thank you. Don't mention it. All the best. That's funny, man. 1,400 sailing, 1,000 fishing, access to charting currents, the current duck, the mayor of Catherby, and 25 sawmill coupons. Oh, level 27 sailing. Nice. Level 23 fishing. We can fish for cod. Awesome. Yeah, I don't really know what we're going to do with the mayor of Catherby. Maybe it's like an 8-ball. Are we going to be the best sailor in the game? You're not totally sure, but he seems to be indicating his agreement. Hey, that's a good sign. Oh, look, the duck is a tool. That's so funny. All right, y'all, I banked all the stuff that we got from that quest, and I think it's time to look at finishing the Catherby Bay and potentially the whole Ardent Ocean area. Well, here we go. Chart mega shrimp droppings. Sir Duck, do your worst. Oh, he's going a cool way. Oh, he's done. Nice, dude. All right, there's the currents there. Okay, let's see. Fully charting the sea has unlocked the use of some rapids within it. All right, let's look at what we can do next. We've done the Brimhaven Passage. We've got the Strait of Khazard. Then stuff starts to get a little weird down here. We've done the Remington Strait. We've done Brimhaven. We've done Catherby Bay. We can go do the Lumbridge Basin, Lum Lagoon, and the Caridian Sea. Let's go over there. Oh, look, Gentle Rapids. So it says I can use those now. What happens if I go through it? Because it used to damage my boat. But it says I've unlocked use of them, so we'll see. I can only take one of these. I only have like 9 health on my boat. Does it give me a speed boost? Nope. Oh, my God, dude. Damn, 5 health, dude. Okay, maybe it's for a higher level of boat than we have right now. I've only ever taken damage from those. This is really exciting to finally be able to, like, unleash myself on sailing 100%. We can do all the completion stuff and not have to worry too much about it. What is this? Good day to you, my lord. Rick Turpentine? Today's your lucky day, sirrah. I am donating to the victims of crime to atone for my past actions. He gave us 640 coins! Oh my God! That's like 10 deliveries. That's such a help, dude. And I love it that the random event
is just straight up raw gold, dude. That's so nice. Oh, shit. I took the turn too fast. Your boat has capsized. You managed to make your way back to land, but any fish, salvage crates, or bounty parts in your cargo hold were lost? 375 coins. Well, at least getting our boat back wasn't that bad. I was expecting it to be way more than just 375. Does our ship have full health? Okay, it does. That's awesome. Okay, that's not that bad. No, it can't be cheaper to capsize than to make repair kits. Planks are only 200. 2k gold. Not bad. We're still doing okay. We got a long ways to go, though. It's going to be a lot of farming, y'all. Level 30 sailing, guys. Holy cow. And take on the Temper Tantrum Barracuda trial in the Storm Tempor. The heck is a Barracuda trial? That sounds sick. Meaty Logist. What is this?
Hello, sailor.
Who are you?
I glamorous weather girl. I get weather numbers to learn how weather work.
An unusual aspiration for a troll.
I like weather since I got my name. My first food give me shiny weather number getter.
Well, can I help you collect weather data?
You know good sailor. Windies topple you.
Level 57? Jeez, we got a way to go with that. Find a sealed crate near the Gielinor chain and sample the contents. Oh, there's the crate. Right in that little nook over there. Hopefully we don't get stuck trying to get this. You pry open the crate and take a bottle of Slug's Mind Balm. Alright. Let's drink it. What the heck? It teleported us. You wake up somewhere with your strength and mind sapped. That's so funny though, man. Oh my god. We got so lit we ended up crashing in Witch Haven, dude. Let's see. Can we get on our boat here? We need a sailing level of 34? No! We're stuck in Witch Haven. I'm so glad we did prying times, guys. These little drink things they got going on are always so funny. They all have something fun going on. Our boat is at Port Sarim. Are you kidding me? It said that's all the way over here? Damn, we got drunk last night. I'm kind of curious how money making with thieving would be, dude. I haven't checked out that skill at all, and I wonder if we could just walk up to some random dude and just poach, like, you know, let's say 1,000 coins. Just yoink. I imagine that'd probably be pretty dang strong. Thieving lets you steal items from various people in stalls, but be careful, people don't like you going through their pockets, they might call the guards on you. As your thieving level increases, the odds of you successfully stealing will increase. You'll also gain access to more lucrative targets, okay? Here we go, a woman. Can we pickpocket the woman? We got a coin pouch with 3 coins. Let's just keep pickpocketing her. Is there a way I can change the option? The default? Look, it's another 15 coins just like that. This lady shouldn't be walking around with 500 coins in her freaking inventory, man. Someone's got to pilfer it. I kind of want to get this to level 13 and check out the Ardoon chest. Because if we can steal a bunch of gold from that chest, that might be a really good way for us to get some gold. Oh, it's built in, guys. Look at this. Okay, so now that that's turned on, okay, menu entry swapper. If I hold shift and right click, yeah, swap left click to pickpocket. That's awesome. That's going to make this so much easier. Look at us go. Oh, that's so beautiful. I knew there had to be something for that, man. You can't have a game out this long and not have quality of life stuff like that. I don't know, guys. Thieving might be the truth. This could be some crazy money. We've already almost got up to 4K. Still going slow, but it's definitely within reach. It's within reach. I kind of like that you take damage while thieving, because then food becomes a resource not only for combat, but also to level thieving, which can then give me gold. Come on. We're so close to level 13. Come on. Yes, level 13. Let's go check out the chest in Ardoon. Oh, look, a baker's stall. Silk stall. Okay, there's tons of stalls here we can steal from. That's awesome. The door is locked. Pick lock? Oh, sick. We got thieving XP. Activated a trap. Search for traps. Chest. We disabled the trap. Okay, 8 XP. We find treasure inside. What did we get? Hang on, I'm going to drop my coins and then open the chest and then see if we get coins. Yeah, we're getting some coins. 6 XP is slower, but it is safer. Let's see how the XP is stealing from these stalls, because we can steal from the baker's stall. Yeah, look at that. We're just getting food like crazy. Wait, this is awesome. Uh-oh. We got to go. Just all in good fun, buddy. All in good fun, all right? Don't worry about it. Okay, stalls are amazing XP. This is phenomenal. This is a really good way for us to get some food, though, so I'm actually okay with this for now. Level 15, nice. We can now pickpocket ham followers and steal cowbells from dairy cows. Wait, that sounds awesome. Steal a cowbell from a dairy cow. That's got to be something for a quest, right? That's such a specific thing. All right, guys, we got a full inventory of cakes. That's basically all the food we could need for a good long while. So I'm going to go ahead and bank that, and we'll get back to sailing. But that is awesome that we were able to get that much food just from thieving. That's just like so much less effort than fishing right now. And I don't know how good cake is, but we can eat cake 3 times. So it's basically 69 pieces of cake, which is pretty nice. That was fun, man. I like thieving. I imagine that could get really, really lucrative later on as well, but we've already invested in sailing quite a bit, so we're going to keep using this as our moneymaker for now. Oh, look at this. These moss giants are guarding slices of cake, dude. They're all caked up. They're all caked up over there, y'all. Retrieve clue turtle. What the heck is this? You find a bottle attached to the turtle. It has a medium clue scroll inside. You take the bottle and the turtle dives away. You give it a wave goodbye. A medium clue. Oh, that's right over here at the crafting guild. Dude, that was surprisingly easy. 31 in sailing. We can now build a teak hole. Nice, dude. And that's 4,500 gold. This is going pretty quick, guys. 224? Holy crap. I take back what I said about thieving earlier. Sailing is still the GOAT. Okay, guys, so I looked it up just to check because I had a sneaking suspicion. Apparently, the experience and money gained for tasks is primarily based on distance traveled. So me running around here and doing these quick tasks back and forth is actually worse for me than if I try to do something like, I don't know, Ardoon to Port Sarim or something, right? Which is interesting. I think my 525 XP delivery was probably just the longest route that I'd run. I'm going to try taking a long route and see how that goes. I was getting like, I don't know, maybe 90 XP average, sometimes like a 130 for my Ardoon to Khazard deliveries because it's just quick. But we're in it for the gold. So if we just get a crap ton from these long ass deliveries, then personally, I'm here for it. So Khazard to yeah, so this one is grabbing something from Catherby and taking it back. That's a lot more distance, so that should be a good bit of money. My boat is like just too slow or just too fast. So I'm hoping the speed boost we get from the Skiff is like just enough to keep up with the Duck at slower speed. Kind of obnoxious that I have to keep slowing down and speeding up. We're so close to level 40, guys. Part of me is hoping that by the time we're actually on the Skiff and own it, that we'll be high enough level to get a couple of crewmates on. I remember Adventurous Sally or whoever it was at the Pandemonium seemed pretty cool. That person I thought was a quest giver. So if that's the case, then I think it's going to be a really exciting point to be at with sailing. We finally get the Skiff and we're level 40. I mean, at that point, the world's our oyster. If we get a delivery that starts in another port, then it will pay much more XP because we're having to go, more distance. And then we can pick up these other smaller deliveries from the notice board on the way to make that original, there and back again trip a little more fruitful. 328? Ooh, and shark bait! That had to have been the Catherby to Khazard delivery. That was incredibly good. I'm really glad I double checked that. I feel like that's like running where, unless I missed it, I don't think that was explicitly stated. So that's definitely something that I think is important to know to help be as efficient as you can with sailing. And I kind of noticed it here or there, but it was nice to get it confirmed, So I thought I'd check that. 7,600. We're over halfway towards the Skiff, guys. Let's go. Ooh, a castaway. Let's help them. That's going to be a good little bit of XP. I thought I was done for. Well, I wasn't just going to sail on by. Yeah. Okay, we'll drop them off at Port Sarim. So I think the strategy is take the longest trek that I can, and then along the way, hit the easy-to-get stops. See if those have additional tasks at the port that I'm already going to for an easy little double up on XP, so I get the really big payout and then I get a little bit on the side. Knowing that distance traveled is the key, I think that might be the best way to get my money in XP. Whoa, what the heck? Drink Troll Queen? His boat is blocking the damage? How's he attacking it? Oh yeah, he's just shooting it with his bow. So I guess we could take a Tarn quest if we level up our ranged more, and seeing what that pays could be good, right? It's high level. It's right by the Port of Sarum. It could be a nice little easy hack there. Oh my gosh, look at that thing. That's terrifying. 671. Oh my god. Wait. And just like that, we have almost 9K. Guys, I think we cracked the code. Holy shit. We made like 1,000 on that delivery. Let's try and do that again. At level 34. Port Piscarilius. All right, dude, I've seen a couple of these deliveries to Port Piscarilius. Port Piscarilius is all the way over here. We would need to go down here, all the way up and around. Let's try it. Let's do the Port Khazard to Port Piscarilius quest, because I imagine we're going to get an insane amount of money from that. Let's give this a go. This could end up being really, really cool or really, really rough. I think this is cool, though. I'm going to get out of my comfort zone a little bit with sailing and see what the more open ocean is like. We've really only stayed in sort of the starter area, I guess, of sailing. So it's going to be like Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Oh, hammerhead shark? You take a bottle? Oh, shit. Oh, shit, he's attacking me. Okay, we gotta go. We gotta go. 4 damage? Okay, the other sharks were not violent. 6 damage? We just took 11 damage, you guys. Oh my god. Makes me feel a lot better to be around bull sharks than those guys. Holy shit. I don't know if we're going to be able to get all the way over to Port Piscarilius. That's just insane. I mean, I guess we can try to just go around them, right? No, there's too many. There's way too many. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and abandon that. There's no way we can get past those hammerheads. So no wonder that would pay so much if we ended up doing it. Not only is it incredibly dangerous, and you probably have to spend repair packs on it, it's also an insane trip. Just when I thought I was kind of safe out in the open seas, we get aggressive enemies. We've charted over half of the Arden Ocean, so once we get access to the meteorologist, we'll probably be able to try and complete it. Although the southern area of the Arden Ocean with all those hammerheads, we're going to want a good ship for that. This makes a great pirate town because it's at a choke point between kind of the left and right portions of the Ardent Sea. And then Port Sarum makes a great finishing point because it's so far out of the way from these really heavily clustered ports on the left side of the Ardent Sea, making it a hotspot. So it makes sense that it would be a port, right? Like, lore-wise. And I do think that in terms of design, on the RuneScape team side, I think that they were aware of this. Like, there could have been more ports, but they chose not to do that, to keep Port Sarum kind of this main point up here. Because if you had too many ports, that would take away from Port Sarum, right? It's in the name. So I think that's really cool that they did it that way. It's wild to me how difficult of a resource it is to get gold. And I think that's really cool because it has so many uses, right? But I can't use the Grand Exchange, right? So all of these sources of gold that I have are natural in-game sources of gold. I can't go sell some crazy sword for 2,000 gold apiece, you know? I gotta work for this shit. I remember when I played World of Warcraft Classic, The Burning Crusade. It had just come out, everybody was still trying to get epic flying, and I was playing a protection warrior at the time, and I was selling tanking services for people. I would tank their heroic dungeons, and I'd make the group for them and everything, try to be really professional about it, and that's how I made my gold. With that, I was able to save up over the course of a month or two enough money to buy the epic flying. People bought gold to buy it, and people did this and that to get it. But it did feel really rewarding to have worked for that myself and gotten it, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. And I had the opportunity to be loaned some gold to get it early, and I turned it down. Because at the end of the day, I wanted to be able to say that I 100% earned that myself, and I took great pride in that. So in a way, y'all might be thinking, oh my god, this is so painstaking. I can't believe, maybe, and I don't know, right? Maybe you guys are thinking, it's so slow, this is crazy. I'm loving this. I'm loving this because every single delivery I do is going to be closer to my goal, and it was all done by myself with no help, and nobody can take that away from me. It just makes me feel a lot better about doing this kind of stuff when, 15,000 gold for me right now is a lot. It's not an easy thing to get. And, I've been learning kind of how sailing works and how to start making money with it. I don't think I was as efficient as I could be until I learned how much distance can affect how much money you can make. But at the end of the day, You know, I'm out here, I'm doing it, I'm putting the work in, and it's going to make the reward that much sweeter. And the beauty of it too is that because I put in this work, anytime I need gold for these novice level quests, I'm going to have a really solid source of it because I put in the time now. In a way, I'm investing in my ability to complete these quests easily, because if I need money, I'll have the resources available to earn it quickly and efficiently. And I have most other things that I need unlocked to be able to get these things as well. So I'm not super worried about it. Oh, here we go. Look at this. There's a clue turtle, guys. It has an easy clue scroll inside. You take the bottle and the turtle dives away. Awesome. First off, if you made it this far in the video, thank you guys for watching. Second off, if you guys are interested in seeing a clue scroll episode where I just try to complete all the clue scrolls that I've gotten this far, let me know, because I think it could be fun, potentially. I don't know what they can give, and I don't want to look up what they can give prematurely. You know, I ended up looking up what the agility coins do, and I felt kind of bad for doing that after, so I don't want to do that necessarily unless I absolutely need to, or like I'm checking to see if a mob drops something. I think that's fine, but you know, I would have much rather have gone to the Rogue's Den and seen for myself what that is, and then I could have looked at it to make sure 100% on what it does. But I think maybe a clue scroll part could be fun once we get this sailing stuff figured out, because my goal right now is, once we have sailing down, we got the skiff, we've got the ability to generate gold pretty efficiently, do every single novice quest. I want to do all of them. What that's going to allow me to do is have the prerequisites for most of the intermediate quests, and I think it's going to give me a good baseline understanding of RuneScape. I've been trying to answer 3 questions over the course of this playthrough, and I'm hoping that completing all of the novice quests will allow me to do those sort of basic questions and then formulate more advanced questions as we go on. So those are, number 1, how beginner friendly is it? I think if we've done all the novice quests, those are all the beginner things, we'll be able to get a true understanding of whether or not it is beginner friendly, because I'm not looking a whole lot up, right? So I think there's a lot to learn there for myself, and also just for telling other people, like, if I recommend this game to somebody, should I recommend that they do look up guides or not, right? Depending on what kind of experience they have. I haven't really gotten frustrated or stuck on any quest. I've enjoyed all of them. Even the intermediate ones, I felt like were just, you know, a little more involved. I had to go and do multiple steps, and I didn't mind that. It wasn't ever incredibly difficult. And then number 2, how does RuneScape compare to WoW? I'm already kind of formulating opinions and thoughts on this as we've been going. You know, obviously there's still stuff I haven't touched. And finally, what makes old school RuneScape so special? Now, this is something that I imagine will change multiple times over the course of my experience of me playing. But I think that once I've done all the novice quests, I've dabbled in each skill a little bit, I think I'll have the ground to explain what makes it so special to me, right? I'll have the time put in. So I'm not just kind of coming in and smelling the flowers and walking away. You know, I've actually put the time in, played it, and gotten to understand RuneScape before I formulate a true opinion on it. So that's kind of where my head's at right now, y'all. I'm very excited to do all the novice quests. I think that taking on all the intermediate ones after is going to be such a blast. And personally, for me right now, the quests are my favorite part of the game. I've loved working towards unlocking the quests, getting into them, making them happen, and seeing the dialogue. Like, again, the humor in RuneScape is awesome. I love it. It's so much fun. And the quests feel like I'm playing old point and click games. I love those. It's been a privilege to play this game, and I'm almost glad that I didn't play it all these years, because I have so much game that I can play now. And, you know, we have the RuneLite client with all the plugins and stuff, which, I mean, earlier made thieving a whole hell of a lot easier. So we're still doing some chores, so to speak, but I'm having a blast doing it, and I hope you guys are enjoying the journey. I hope you guys enjoy seeing me work towards this goal of completing all the novice quests, because I'm personally very excited for it. So let me know if that's something you guys are eager to see, or if you guys like the skilling content more and the sort of exploration stuff that we've been doing on sailing. I'm kind of forging my own trail in a way, but I like to know what you guys want to see, because that can help inform me on a direction to go. Because most of the time when I start these episodes, I don't really have a plan other than, you know, the immediate resolve of whatever was going on at the end of the last episode. So let me know what you guys think. I'm hoping that goal doesn't take too long. I want to try to have every novice quest done, hopefully in the next, 5 to 6 weeks or so. And if we can do that, I think not only will that be pretty efficient gameplay, but that opens up the door to just so much more of the game. So I'm really excited about that. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. We are at 10,300 coins, guys. We're getting so close to this. I hope it has like 50 health or something like that. I'll feel a whole lot better not having what is essentially 5 hits worth of ship health before I go down. But then again, that hammerhead shark did 6 damage, so I mean, we were lucky to make it out of there. That was crazy, man. Oh, check this out. Mysterious old man. What's this? I'm so lonely. Here, have a present. I must be going now, though. Oh, he gave us an emerald. Okay, nice. There is a jewelry store in Port Sarim, I think. There is potential for us to sell our sapphires and our emerald to get some money. Let's see if we can do that, actually. I've had so much random shit in my bank that I could probably sell, so I think it's clean out time, guys. I grabbed just about everything that I don't need, or that I've kind of just been hanging on to, and we're going to see if we can't make some money off it. Alright, well, our inventory's cleaned out. We were able to make another almost 1,000 coins off of that, so let's keep doing a few of these deliveries and get our 15k, guys. We're really close. I love the castaways, dude. Not only do they make me feel like an exceptionally good person, but it's also amazing for XP. Come on up, buddy. Alright, let's get you here to the Pandemonium. Won't make a pirate out of you yet, buddy. I think it's so smart that they made longer distance deliveries give you more money in XP, because a lot of the upgrades for sailing are around your speed and how long you can keep bonuses from trimming the sails, right? So you're able to do these longer voyages faster. So rather than making the highest level zones and the quickest deliveries the most effective, what they've done is pushed you to get these speed increases and to upgrade your boat rather than settle for, you know, a raft. I think that's really cool because these big boats are really fast. And the benefit of that is better XP and gold per hour, especially with crewmates. Like if you have a navigator crewmate or you have offloading crewmates, like you just pull up, they take care of it and you're off again, right? It lowers the amount of manual work that you have to do, which I think is also a really cool aspect of the crewmate system. So we're close to level 40. I'm eager to check that out. I think it's gonna be really cool. 525, the legendary Port Sarim to Catherby delivery. That's one of the best that we can do right there. Holy cow. 1,200 coins. Holy shit. I can almost taste it. I really like that some of these ports don't have any deliveries. They don't have any notice boards. They're just a form of fast travel to get around the world easier. It's super cool. Name is Sailor Bags. Maybe he's doing like a sailing only challenge or something. That'd be really cool. Stuff like that sounds really interesting too, where Hardcore WoW, for example, was a player-imposed challenge that caught on like crazy, right? I'm sure there's some really cool, interesting RuneScape challenges you could do once you really know the game, just to see if you could do it. The only thing stopping me from doing something like Hardcore WoW is that I invest hundreds of hours into these characters, and the thought of dying and losing all of that just makes me not even want to play Hardcore to begin with. And I tried it when it came out, just because I wanted to play Classic and that's what everybody was playing. And I did die a lot and it really bummed me out because I don't really play WoW to level. I play WoW for the end game and for the social aspects of the game. RuneScape I really appreciate in that a lot of the things that I'm doing are not super combat related. I've actually really been enjoying that, you know, combat is a part of the game, but combat isn't the entire game. Combat's fun and all in WoW, but professions aren't awesome, and the questing is, you know, fun sometimes, but you know, there aren't too many like good memorable quest lines to go out and do, whereas every quest I've done in RuneScape I remember and I enjoy a lot. I imagine a hardcore Ironman or something like that would just be crazy, right? Like that's just a challenge of skill, right? I couldn't imagine playing a hardcore Ironman to start. I think Ironman alone is enough of a challenge, right? Especially blind. I think if you play an Ironman with guides, then all you see is everything that you can't have, right? And I think at that point it becomes kind of frustrating. That's why I try to use the wiki as little as possible, but it helps preserve the magic of discovery. And a lot of the reason why I play old MMOs is because, like, you know, I think back to when I tried EverQuest, there weren't really many guides, and I kind of was just playing and trying to figure it out. And let me tell you, that game is really tough to figure out as a new player when you have no clue what's going on. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed just kind of figuring out what there was to do. Final Fantasy XI was the same way. Me and my friend would look up guides for the quests because some of them were just BS, but it was fun to go through the story and check out new abilities and new classes and see what they did. I really like the idea of accepting that I don't know what I don't know and that I'll find out. I could spend a ton of time researching everything that I'm doing and the most efficient way to do it and take that sense of adventure out of the game, or you wait until you have those questions and then try to answer them yourself. And I think that's more exciting. But at the same time, RuneScape is a game of efficiency. And I've certainly enjoyed trying to figure out how to become more efficient. And yeah, you know, I got to look up clarity on mechanics here and there, but you know, I feel like that's almost expected in some points. Like I would have never figured out the relationship between weight and run energy unless I looked it up. Some of the things I've found most exciting about my adventure so far are these bigger questions that I have and slowly figuring them out. Like the Cosmic Talisman, that really could be anything, right? It seems like the talismans are a way to guide me to altars, but the Cosmic Talisman just led us to a shack. Like there's a mystery there for us to solve, and I'm so excited to solve that. And it's those mysteries that are kind of pushing me to delve deeper into these skills and these quests and really see what the game has to offer, because I want to know what it is. I want to see it for myself, right? Guys, we are at 14,421. I think after our next delivery set, we're going to be able to buy the skiff. Oh my god, I'm so excited. 336. Oh, that's 15K! We did it! Yes! Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to finish these deliveries and I'm buying that motherfucking skiff, dude. Oh my god! It's been like 4 episodes that I've been like, yo, all right, we got to get prying times. We got to level up our sailing. And we made it, boys. That's just so fucking cool to me, dude. All it took was a little bit of hard work, baby. And here we are. And we achieved our goal. Oh my god, gentlemen. It's time. Skiff. Gentlemen, our brand new boat has been delivered to Port Sarum. I'd like to customize it now. Let's see what we can put on this bad boy. Oh, look at this thing, man. Oh my god. Look at all these facility hotspots, man. These are all different spots. Oh, a wind catcher. Used for catching and storing wind motes. The wind motes can be released. Oh, that's what those weird little elemental droplet things are out in the ocean. Sick. Allows you to teleport the boat to the dock or mooring point that you're at? That seems incredibly strong. Ooh, we can build a kitchen. Okay, I wonder if we can do like some fishing on the boat and get some crazy cooking going. A keg to store various brews that can buff you and your crew? That's so cool. So depending on what we're doing, we can actually strategize. Guys, imagine if we could use like a run potion or something from the apothecary in Varrock in this, and our crew will like go offload and pick up cargo that much quicker. That would be really cool. Ooh, a chum station. A station that can be used to spread basic fish offcuts into the sea while deep sea trawling. Okay, so that's going to help us get a ton of fishing. Deep sea fishing sounds really cool though. I actually personally really like the deep sea, and there's so many really interesting fish down there. Lots of clear fish, bioluminescence. That would be really cool to see what kinds of fish they put into RuneScape. I'm sure they have their own species, but you know, I watch tons of documentaries on animals. Here's our hook. Can we build our salvaging hook here? Yes, we can, guys. The iron salvaging hook. What do we need? Oh, that's not that bad at all. We get 4 oak planks, 16 iron nails, 6 iron bars, and a rope. That's a goal right there, huh? Then trawling is fishing. Let's see. Okay, we can't do trawling until level 56 and 45 construction. That's a ways away. All right, I think the salvaging is something we should build on. I think we should make the iron salvaging hook. Check out a little bit of salvaging, because I've personally been really interested in that. I mean, the introductory sailing quest was salvaging. Okay, check this out. So a teak hole makes our boat faster and gives us 60 hit points. Oak hole parts I think we can make over here at the shipwright's workbench. Oh, check this out. Rapid resistance, gentle rapids. All of these sea areas that we've been fully charting are giving us access to bonuses for the rapids. So I think this is something we should work towards as well, because it seems like we go through gentle rapids, maybe we get a speed boost or we heal or something. I don't know. It could be anything, right? But we need to have an iron helm at least to get that bonus. So I don't think 14 construction is too crazy. We have a ton of cloth that we can buy and get a bunch of XP for that inside of our home. I don't know how much it is, and maybe we can make it with crafting too. So that's something we can check out. I think level 14 construction is what I would work to next to improve our sailing. I think this could be a massive speed boost for making money. This is really exciting, guys. This is really fucking exciting. I feel like we finally have sailing unlocked in a way now that we have a boat that can do all these things. Oak hole parts. What do we need for this? 5 oak planks. Okay, so hole parts are pretty expensive. Yeah, I think we're going to hold off on the hole. That's going to be really expensive. That's 5,000 coins to upgrade that. And while we do have a lot more room here, I think salvaging is going to be our biggest increase here. So, Oh, we only need one more level of wood cutting to get oak. We can get some logs stored away to make planks later and get our 25 oak planks for free. I farmed 18 iron ore just to make sure that I had more than enough, because last time I smelted all my iron bars down, I only got a third of what I farmed, but instead of getting 6 from the 18, I ended up getting like 12. That's really nice. And there's level 15 woodcutting. I've gotten so much XP from using this canoeing stuff, guys. It's absolutely insane. Ooh, we can get multiple oak logs from one tree. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I'm used to having to click each individual tree. What the heck, a bird's nest? Oh, cool, we got an apple tree seed. We can make birdhouses with crafting, so maybe let's hang on to this bird's nest and we can use them in our birdhouses. Alright, you guys, that's everything for the salvaging hook. Let's go build it. After all this time. Oh, it gave us construction XP. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Gentlemen, it's been done. We have the salvaging hook. We gotta let this thing rip. We gotta try it out. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, look at all this room we have. We can actually move around in our boat. Yes, sir. Let's go, boys. And we're off. Oh my god, we're in an actual proper fucking boat. This is awesome. Hey y'all, it's Real Bear. Thank you for watching this video. It'd be great if y'all could like, comment, or even subscribe to show me that you liked it. Take care and see you in the next one. Peace.